Hey guys, happy Monday what's today? It's the last Monday of the month of September. The I don't know. Let's try that again. The 28th. It is 9:38. So, yeah. Let's see, reading update. I finished reading Night Books by J.A. White. I was disappointed. I was expecting it to be more than it was. I think my expectations were a little too high. Um, I've heard a lot that it's about books within a book. That's only part of the story in reality. Um, yeah, we follow Alex, and he's caught by a witch and tells her stories. And then there's a point where he fears that he is running out of stories. But there's a whole lot more to it than that, of trying to escape, if he is going to escape, trying to figure out how to do things. Um, just things like that. It's just I don't want to say too much without giving a lot away. I was disappointed. I gave it 3 stars. It was fine. It was okay. It was cute. I did enjoy it, but not enough to go any higher than a 3 star. I think I just had built it up so high in my head with all the good reviews and everything, and it was fine. It was good. I did enjoy it, but it's definitely one that I'm not going to want to really go out and get my own copy type of a thing or anything like that. Yeah, it was okay. I think I'm more of an unpopular opinion on that. It just the ending was better than the beginning. I thought it was slow in a lot of places, and it was just kind of dragged. There's Max. Say hi, Max. Anyway, so that one was that. So I finished that. So after that, I read Coraline by Neil Gaiman. This is the second book by Neil Gaiman I read. The first one was Stardust. Didn't particularly care for that one. I think I ended up giving that like a 2 star. And that was over a year and a half, almost 2 years ago that I read that. So it's been a bit. Coraline by Neil Gaiman. It's about 145-ish pages. Um, I did enjoy it more than Night Books, but it was still a 3 star. So, yeah, I did enjoy it more than Night Books. So you follow Coraline as she moves into this new place, and then you have she goes into this other kind of dimension where she has another mother and another father. So yeah, it did make me really want to rewatch the movie. Um, and I think honestly, I enjoyed the movie more than the book. Blasphemy, I know. Sorry, there's not a lot of books. I think this is only the second book. Yeah, this is only the second book that I've actually said that. I read a while ago Sleepy Hollow. I liked the movie more than the book, and I think part of it is because the books are so short, like between 100 to 150 pages. I can't remember how long Sleepy Hollow was. So there's not a lot for the story to expand and the plot to be built upon, and not a lot of character development and things like that. So I think that's part of why I didn't particularly care for it, because of how there's not a lot of development. It's very I don't know. I think it's just very straight to the point. You don't have a lot of build up with things. So, yeah. So I think the shorter books, when they tend to be like 150 pages or less, I tend to not enjoy them as much. So, and I know a lot of middle grades going to be for I don't know, there's plenty of middle grades that are 200 pages or more, and they're and how they're written, there's plenty of build up and character development. So, yeah, I think it was just kind of a letdown as far as those go. I am currently reading The Train to Impossible Places by P.G. Bell. Um, this, I'm only about 70-ish pages in. And so far, I am enjoying it more, definitely more than um, Night Books and Coraline. Now, like if I had to guess right now, it's probably going to be sitting at a 4 star. So hopefully it stays at a 4 star or goes up to a 5 star read. I hope it doesn't go down. I would just love to have a book that I absolutely love, like Spirit Hunters. That book was good from the start, and I'm feeling kind of the same way with The Train to Impossible Places. So if I continue to like it, I'm gonna add it to um, my list of books that I'm gonna want to buy in the future to try and support the author a little bit and to have my own copy. This is the group book for the Adventures Through Wonderland readathon. Um, so I read all my other books. The only other prompt is for the um, the what is it? They're getting together their live show, and that's on. I think that said it was on Saturday. I don't know if I'm going to be able to um, go and watch the live show due to work and just life and stuff. So, which is a disappointment. I would love to be able to watch and maybe throw some comments in and stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping that I can get the day off, just because I feel like I need a day off. So we'll see how that goes, and if I do, then maybe I can watch it if I don't have other stuff going on. So, yeah. So that's the update so far. I have to take my cat to the vet, so I have um, about 20 to 30 minutes before I need to get her in her cat carrier. She has something on one of her lower teeth. I don't know if it's like a plaque buildup or something more serious, or if it's just a piece of food that's dried and stuck. So I'm going to have them take a look at that. She just needs a wellness check, so they're going to do that. I also mentioned she seems to be like on the iris of her eyes. She's starting to get kind of a gray, a discolored ring around the outside of her iris type of a thing on both eyes. So I'm just, don't know what that's all about. So may ask them about that. Maybe completely normal. Maybe I've just noticed it. Maybe it's always been there. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm going to do that. And joy of joys, if anyone's had a cat in the car, I know how that can be with the yowing and just, yeah, awful. Not looking forward to that. But I'll be glad when the vet appointment is done. So yeah. So after that, I'm just going to come home and read. I've got another therapy appointment today, so I've got that. It's going to be pretty tight between the vet and the therapy, so I'm not sure how much reading I'll get done between that, especially since I need to get some lunch between then. Other than that, my day's open so I can read. But so as of right now, that's the update. I am loving, again, The Train to Impossible Places. This, I think, was a good choice, at least so far, for the book for the readathon. So yeah, that's the update so far. I hope to update you a little bit, maybe hopefully throughout the day, but we will see. Just depends on how things get going. But that's the update. I've got to get the battery for my camera on the charger. It's down to 1 bar. The other battery I have for this is dead. So I've got to get those on the charger. So I'll put those on the charger so they can charge while I'm at the vet and maybe during therapy. Happy last day of September. So it is the 30th and it is Wednesday. So, yeah, I've been laying in bed for a little bit. Oh, goodness, excuse me. Just a little bit of a headache. Not too bad, definitely more manageable today, but we will see because it's bright and that just makes it worse. But anyway, um, reading the update on the Train to Impossible Places. I am about 92 pages in, 91 or 92. So I have about 100 pages left of that. I hope to finish that today, especially since it's the last day of the Adventures Through Wonderland readathon. So I hope to finish that today. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Right now, I do work today. It is 10:12. I've got to work and be ready to work in about right around 45 minutes. So I'm going to go down and have some breakfast and then come back up and finish getting ready. We just got to make my bed and maybe put some eye makeup on so I feel a little bit more put together for stuff. It's not like anyone's going to see me, but I feel better when I have that on sometimes. And I may not even bother. We'll see how I feel when I come back up after getting something for breakfast. So, I've got hair in my mouth. Anyway, cat hair. So yeah, that's the update so far. I am excited to start my TBR pile for October that the random generator selected. A little nervous about getting that all read, but that's okay if I don't. So there is that. I finished another reading update. I finished Summit Lake by blanking on his name, Charlie Donnelly. I enjoyed it. There were still got hair. There we go. There were two major twists at the end that I was not expecting. And I mean it was enough of a shock that it actually made me gasp out loud and like anyway, my mom was downstairs and she hollers up, "What is wrong? Are you okay? What's wrong?" It's like, yeah, it's just the book. It's just the twist. So that was fun. 4 stars. I enjoyed it. Yeah, definitely would consider rereading that, obviously in the future. So, but yeah, it was fun to listen to. Oh goodness. It was fun to listen to. It'd be interesting to see if my opinion of it would change physically reading the book. But as of right now, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah. So there's a definitely for Summit Lake, definite trigger warnings for rape, sexual assault, murder, attempted murder, suicide, attempted suicide, theft, if that's, cheating. Yeah, so there's a couple of trigger warnings there, if that kind of stuff would bother you or not. So, reading update. Sorry for the lighting. Anyway, I'm on page 113 of Train to Impossible Places. Just taking a quick break from work. The sound and lights and stuff are bothering me, so I'm shutting off my cuckoo clock because that ticking is bugging me like crazy. So I'm just on a quick break to make myself a sandwich for lunch, and then it's back to work. So I look really yellow, but that's how it is. Anyway, so I am going to do that again and then back to work and hopefully get some more reading done. I finished sketching out what I wanted to for my bullet journals. I'm doing 3, a regular bullet journal, a reading bullet journal, which I'm really excited about, and then a health one. morning, everyone. I just got out of the shower. It is 8:59, so basically 9 o'clock on happy October 1st. So I love the start of a new month. It's just like a clean slate, chance to start over type of a thing. Kind of like how you feel around New Year's and when you get a new planner. And yeah, I don't know. I just like the start of a new month. Um, I've actually been up since about 6 o'clock this morning, but I've been reading. I just have some mornings where it's like all of a sudden, I mean, you're planning on sleeping until a little later, but all of a sudden you are wide awake. I'm a little groggy now. I'm regretting not trying to go back to sleep, but so I've showered. I've done some reading. Last night, I finished reading at about 11 o'clock last night. Finished reading The Train to Impossible Places. Overall, I gave it a 3 star. It is a higher 3 star. I was debating between going like a 3 and a 4. I ultimately decided on a 3 star, just because it didn't feel like a lot of the 4 stars that I read feel. It was very cute. So you follow Susie. She hears a noise in her house and thinks there's an intruder. Goes down and investigates, and it's this massive train that shouldn't be in her house, but yet things are bigger in her house. And anyway, she ends up on this train, going to these places. So she's goes out in space to like the moon and goes underwater to a sunken ship and just in a couple of different places, and it ends up kind of between this doing something that she shouldn't and having to ultimately, apologize type of a thing, and make, what is the word I'm looking for? Has to deal with the consequence of her decisions, type of a thing, and you just kind of wonder where things are going to go. And it's a very sweet story. It was very enjoyable. But again, it just didn't feel like a complete 4 star, but it was a very solid 3 star. And I liked it enough that I would like to get my own copy of it and have it to reread in the future. And I liked it enough to continue the series. So that's where it stands. It just wasn't one that I'm going to be, I don't know, like, I'll mention it if someone mentions they like middle grade and kind of magical aspects and things like that, but it's probably not one I don't know. I don't really know how to explain. It was better than just okay. I really did enjoy it, but it just didn't quite hit a 4 star mark for me. So like if there was like a 3.8 star that I could give, that's probably what it would have gotten. That's what it more feels like. So almost a 4 star, but not quite, just shy. So that's that reading update. So before I start the October TBR pile that I have, I wanted to make some more headway in this book, which is Again But Better by, I'm going to slow it. I don't think I'm saying her last name right. Christine Riccio. Probably way wrong on that. I'm sorry. But Again But Better. The dust jacket is off. I've got it over in the corner. But I am, this morning when I started, I was at like page 209. I'm now at 256. So I've read almost 50 pages. I only have about 110 to 15 pages left of Again But Better. So I would like to try and finish that. Officially, I would like to finish it before I start my October TBR, but seeing that I need to read 11 books for the month, if I can possibly can, I need to get started on the October TBR. So Again But Better follows Shane as she goes on a study abroad program for school, and she goes to London, and then things aren't really going as planned later on in her life. And now she's got a chance to do things again, but better. Hence the title. So, and I'm at that's pretty much all I'm going to say. I don't want to say anything. I'm enjoying it. It's a quick an easy read. I just took on too many books over the past several months where it was like trying to read so many books all at once, and I just can't. Kind of got a little overwhelmed. I just can't do that. So I would like to finish that. I think what I'll do is I'll try and read maybe like, I don't know, a couple of chapters or like maybe 25 or 30 pages, and then read in my first book, The Kids Are Gonna Ask, by Gretchen Anthony. This is the first book for my October TBR from the Random Generator Chooses My TBR challenge. So this I would like to get to. I am going to get to this today. We'll see how kind of a quick read it is. This is an uncorrected proof. I won this from Goodreads. It says it was on sale in May. I don't know if that date got pushed back or anything. I just haven't been able to pick this up. Let's see. There's an excerpt. So I think there's like... So it's just over 400 pages in this arc. So, yeah. So we'll kind of see how that goes. It's interesting if you can kind of tell how that kind of fades out there. That's like the ink didn't... Excuse the mole, but yeah, so it's like the ink just didn't go all the way to the end of the page. Not every page is like that. It's just kind of random. It's worse on some pages. So yeah. Anyway, so I'll start that today. I do want to read a little bit more and again, but better. I really want to finish that one. So we'll kind of see how that goes. So my plan is to maybe read, kind of alternate between the two, maybe read about 25 pages and then go to the other book and do 25 pages. We'll kind of see how that goes. If I can make headway pretty quick, I may just plow through and try and finish again, but better. I think I'll probably do that. I think I'm going to do that. Let's just work on finishing again, but better, so that I don't worry about screwing up plots, which they're different genres and all of that. So I don't think that would really be a problem. This will actually go pretty quick. I am confident I can finish this today. So I will keep you updated on that. And I'll try and take a break from work a little later today. Well, I will take a break and let you know. Hopefully by the time I take a break from work, I'll be done with that. And can get started on The Kids Are Gonna Ask a little later today. So I think that's going to be the plan. Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Today is October 2nd. It's 10:09. I have stayed in bed as long as I could because I've got another migraine. Surprise, surprise. I've got to go down and get some breakfast and then get ready for work, finish getting ready for work. So reading update. I finished Again But Better, and I actually looked up the author's name. I know she has a YouTube channel, Poland Bananas, I think it is. I can't remember. Goodness. Christine Riccio. I was saying Riccio, but it's Riccio. And that's from her own mouth, if I heard it right. So I liked it. 4 out of 4. I thought it was very charming, and when I was able to get into the book, I just would get absorbed, and it would be a quick read and an easy read, and I liked it. I thought it was very sweet. I liked it. And so I know she has another book coming out soon. I don't know when it's going to be coming out, but I will definitely be looking for that other book. I thought it was well done, especially for a debut novel. So I do look forward to see her writing grow, and I do look forward to her next book. So there's that. I did start, let me get it, last night. The Kids Are Gonna Ask. I got 2 pages in, and then I just crashed. So trying not to yawn in your face. So the first 2 pages, it follows follows Thomas, and he's just having to deal with the fallout of something. I don't know what the fallout is yet. So it's kind of like an introduction. And now it's going to be, I think it's divided into 3 books, so to speak. Like part 1, part 2, and part 3, although it's labeled book 1, book 2, and book 3 in the actual book. With the flip through, we're following different perspectives. The 4 names that I was able to gather from the flip through was Savannah, Thomas, who are the twins that we're following, and then Maggie is their grandmother, and Jack. And I have no idea who Jack is, so I'll figure that out as I go. So my plan today, if I could stop yawning, is to read, and the kids are going to ask, get further in that, a good decent way in that, hopefully. I am working, so there's no guarantees with that, especially with, you just never know how busy it's going to get with work. But I also really want to finish working on my bullet journals and finish getting those outlined and colored in. I got the monthly spread finished yesterday, and week 1 of my main planner. I still got a lot to go in those, so that I think is my main priority today, is to focus on the bullet journals and coloring those in and getting those ready to track what I need to track and all of that. I did read 8 pages in Model Land by Tyra Banks. That's on my Kindle. So just right here. So I read on that last night. Before I picked up The Kids Are Gonna Ask, I read about 8 pages in Model Land. Still just following Tookie as she's in Model Land, learning how to be a model, I guess, type of a thing. I don't really have much of an update on that. I'm kind of on the fence about it. It's sitting at like, I don't know, maybe a mid 3-star right now, and I'm about 56 or 57% of the way through, so I'm just over half. It's a long book. It's like, I think it's over 500 pages, so it's a good sized book. Yeah, so that's my plan so far for the day, and this is I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end the vlog here, because who knows how my head's gonna be later, and if I'm gonna feel like even picking up the camera later, depending on how my head goes. So we'll see. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will check in with you next week. Bye.